Hello, and welcome to my podcast, I Survive La Chancla, hosted by yours truly, Carmela. Hola, I hope everyone is doing good and doing well and ready for the motherfucking weekend. Yamero at the end of September. I'm September, baby. My birthday coming up. So shout out to all the Libras, not the Virgos, the Libras. um, so welcome to my episode 5 of I Survive La Chancla. I really appreciate it. You tuning in. If you haven't heard episodes 1 through 4, you can go check them out. Spotify, Amazon, Samsung. Um, yeah, so you can go check those out. So this week, I'm going to be discussing the different superstitions that I grew up with. I remember my mom and my grandma, them going by a lot of superstitious stuff. Some of it, now that I'm older, it's like logic. But when I was younger, I did believe in it because I saw my grandma do it or whatever. So later on in the episode, we'll be discussing those and follow along. Maybe, we got similar ones, we got different ones. Yeah, so don't forget, you can hit me up on Facebook, Chocolate Survivor on Facebook. Go leave me some feedback. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought about the show. Yeah, so go. You can do that. Also, don't forget, you can send me your nosy neighbor stories if you have any. That is for my section, nosy neighbor section. It's at the end of my episode, and and we I discuss or I share a story that I experienced with one of my neighbors. And so if you have a story about an interaction with a crazy neighbor or nosy neighbor, feel free to send it in. Feel free to send it in and I can put it on the show. Yeah, I sure can. Don't forget, every Friday I'll be dropping an episode. Go check it out. We are I am finally on Apple Podcast. So now it's Apple, Samsung, Amazon. Uh, there's a couple others. Like Listen Notes, a couple of those. Yeah. So go check it out. Every Friday, I'm going to be putting out an episode. So now, time for the show. Episode 5. Bienvenidos. Were you ever brought up? Were you brought up with superstitions? I did. I definitely did. I believed that the kukui was coming for me whenever I acted bad. He never came. Still waiting. I remember when I was younger, my grandma was a curandera, and I remember she had a lot of plants, healing stuff. And I remember one of her things was you would lay down on the bed flat. She would put a sheet over you. I think it was a white sheet, and then she would sweep over you with the sheet, with the broom. I mean, with the broom on the sheet. That was, I think, for, I'm not sure if it was a limpieza or something or susto, but I saw a doctor one time come to my grandma's and to get that done. And if you think about it, now that you're older and you put logic to it, how many do you really believe? um, so yeah, in this episode, I will be exploring some of the most common superstitions and some not so common. Stick around. Let's get started. Some of the common, more common superstitions that I grew up with were no hat on the bed. That was like a big no no. That was like a big no no. That was bad luck. You just didn't do it. No purse on the floor. Do not put your purse on the floor because that will cause you to be broke. So you'd be a broke bitch if you put the purse on the floor. Your ancestors say not to put the purse on the floor. You better listen and come get your ass. The next one. Don't sweep a bitch's feet. Don't sweep a bitch's feet. Why? I've heard two different ones for this one. One of them is no le barres los pies a alguien porque se va a casar con un viudo. Or if it's a girl, I guess, y le barres los pies, no se va a casar. So I don't know. I mean, there's two different ones that I've heard. Uh, don't sweep the feet, no barres los pies, because they will either never get married or they're going to marry a widower. Wait, that's not a bad idea. I mean, not a bad idea, not a bad thing, because if he's a widower, he probably got some insurance money somewhere, so be nice. This one I saw on a video. Um, I don't know, it's Kenny Loves Francisco or something on TikTok. She's white and he has the Mexican traditions and the customs, and she is like, that is disgusting, or that's stupid. Well, I saw her say something about this one. The red thread on the forehead for the hiccups. The grandma got a piece of thread, and balled it up. You put it on the baby's forehead, the hiccups would go away. I don't know. The red thread, the red thread on the forehead on a baby will get rid of the hiccups. She said, "Your mom's saliva's all over my daughter's forehead." Down. Oh man, that's crazy. Yeah, I've experienced that a lot. Get something red and ball it up. Oh, okay, here's another one. If your ear is ringing, that means someone is talking about you. So what do? Bite your tongue. Mm, bite your tongue. And that would make the person who's talking shit about you bite their tongue while they're talking about you. So bite your tongue whenever your ear is ringing. So you got ringing in the ear, muérdete la lengua. Bite that shit. Start punching yourself and shit so that way that person también start. Salt behind the left shoulder. If you spill salt, you have to get salt in your hand and you have to throw it over your left shoulder. If not, you'll have bad luck. So don't be spilling salt. And if you do, then you just put some in your hand, para atrás, the left side. I don't know what happens if you do it on the right side, but we don't want to find out. You just stick to what has been done for many, many years. Oh, also, another one with the salt. You're not supposed to pass the salt hand to hand. So if somebody asks you for the salt, you got to place it on the table, not in their hand, because both of y'all will have bad luck. Hey, y'all let me know, like, if yours are similar to this or is it different? Like, I know a lot of people believe in a lot of these. Okay, the next one. If the spoon, if a spoon or a fork fall on the floor, that means you're gonna receive company. Que va a venir visita. My mom always told me that if you picked it up and dropped it again, that you'll stop the visit. Whatever they're on their way to your house, their trip would just, I don't know, they'll just, it will stop and they won't come over. So anytime I fucking dropped a spoon or a fork or whatever, I was dropping that bitch back again. Yes, I don't want nobody here. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, the next one. Does your left hand ever itch? Well, that means if it does, that means that you're getting money. You will be you will be receiving money in one way, shape, or form. If your left hand itches. Now, I'm not sure if you're supposed to scratch it when it itches. I'm not sure if there's something there. I don't know. I don't remember, but I just know left hand itches, and if your right hand itches, if the right hand itches, you're gonna meet someone, porque es la mano con que saludas, right? So then the left hand itches, it's money. The right hand itches, you're gonna meet someone. Hopefully, you'll meet someone with money. Okay, let me see. Do not open the umbrella inside. You're not supposed to open the umbrella inside. It's bad luck. It is bad luck. Okay, so those were some of the most common ones um that I remember. The ojo was another one too. My grandma taught me how. I mean, she showed me how to do it, and I mean, I've done it. I didn't work, but now that I'm older, and like I said, I put logic to it. Can an egg really heal someone? I don't know. I'm not saying I don't believe in it. I'm not saying I do. It's just one of them things that I guess I don't know. I don't know. So some of the not so common ones for me, at least, when I was doing this research, was eating grapes and black eyed peas for New Year's. Eating grapes and black eyed peas for New Year's. I've heard that, but I've never like really. Oh, that it was supposed to be for good luck. It was supposed to be for good luck. But now that I think about it, I think my mom told me something about the year that she did eat the black eyed peas for good luck. Her dad died, so she wasn't really too much on that one. The eating grapes, I don't think I've heard that one though. I don't remember. But this was one of my mom's. She would tell me this all the time. Whenever I would just be bullshitting, laughing on Friday, she would tell me, chill out because you'll be crying on Sunday. And I'm like, what? How the hell me laughing on Friday is going to make me cry on Sunday? So I don't remember if I ever cried on Sunday, but that was one of her things. Laugh on Friday, you're going to cry on Sunday. So don't laugh on Friday. Oh no, like pura risa. Like if you're just like cracking up, like everything is just so funny, like that type. Nothing um, nothing like just laughing. Right? You gotta like be cracking up laughing. Kind of like if you 420. Um, okay, if you dream someone dying, that means that they'll live longer. I remember there was times when I had like really bad dreams, and it would be about my mom dying or my dad before they passed away. And I remember my mom would be like, "It's okay, mija, it's okay. That means we're gonna live longer." And I was like, "What? Okay." I believed it. So yeah, I kind of there's some that like I still believe like faithfully, like the don't split the pole. Man, if you're walking with me or anyone in my family and we're splitting the pole, come on this side. Join us on this side. Let's not split the pole because that brings bad luck. I also think that no, yeah, that's bad luck. Walking under a ladder. The only thing that I could see wrong with walking under a ladder would be that you might get hurt. I don't know. It could be if it's bad luck. Apparently, it's bad luck. So walking under a ladder is bad luck. I have never heard that one. I've never heard this one either. Whistling indoors. You're not supposed to whistle indoors. Something about you're calling the out the I don't know the spirits or something. Something like that. Oh yeah, you're calling up the spirits. Yeah, that's why you're not supposed to whistle inside. They say like you're supposed to get a new broom whenever you move. Don't take your old broom. Don't take your old broom to your new house. You need to get a new mop and broom because you don't want to bring that voodoo from that house to this new house. Yeah, so if you move, get a new scoba. Some of the scary ones was a kukui, which my mother would threaten me with probably on a daily when I was like between 4 and 6, 7. But the kukui was supposed to come get my ass so many times because I kept fucking up, acting like a dumbass little brat. So I was threatened with the kukui. I got to the point where I was like outside on the porch, like just waiting for the kukui to come because he hasn't came. Yeah, that motherfucker never came. Or like when they would say, "Le voy a decir al hombre que te lleve." You want me to tell that man to take you? That's what my mom would threaten me with. I'm like, damn, you really just gonna let me go with that man? If you don't behave, yes. It's like, dang, man. So that fucking kukui, hey, it did its work for the time being. Now you got kukuis under the fucking bed. You got them in the closet. The kukuis that I remember having were fucking Freddy Krueger and Jason and Chucky in my room under my bed, like waiting for me to come. I know them fuckers were there. There's different stages how the egg forms that um they I guess points to that it's ojo. Something about the yolk, the white stuff around it. Like if there's a lot of it, and that means it has ojo. Whoever you did it to has ojo. And you just put the egg under, like if it's a crib, you put the egg under the crib with the water for like 2 days, and it's supposed to take the ojo away. That was one that we grew up on. Like, oh my God, it was alguien le dio ojo, alguien le dio ojo. So the moral of that is that if you see someone from afar, you're admiring them, admiring something about them from afar. If you do not go and touch them or touch whatever it is, if it's their hair, whatever, you touch it and the ojo won't happen. But if you don't touch them, then that's when they get the ojo. That one has been going on for generations and generations. And it's like one of those things, like if you put logic, you can an egg really do that? I mean, I don't know. I'm not here nor there. And the final one, everybody knows this one. The bad bitch, La Llorona, scared every Mexican Hispanic kid out there at one point. Even the movie La Llorona was the lady that lost her kids in the river, and she would come at night looking for them. And if she saw, so she would come at night looking for her kids, and they would threaten you that, hey, if you don't act right, va a venir La Llorona, that they're gonna put you outside so the Llorona can come get you, thinking it's her kid, and then go drown you in the river. Damn. Shit, man. That's harsh. That's what I grew up with. Damn. Oh shit, that's crazy. Talking about go to the creek and drown you and kill you and stuff. Which of these do you still believe in today? And which ones are just habits? Let me know. Send it to Facebook, on my Facebook page. Go ahead and you can comment on there. Let me know which superstitions you grew up with. Which ones do you still believe in? And which ones, have you just not continued? So that's going to be the end of my episode 5 of I Survive La Chacla. It is now time for Nosy Neighbor. Hi, I'm your nosy neighbor. Okay, I had a neighbor in these apartments, actually. Well, I was outside in front of my apartment, and I remember I was smoking a cigarette, and all of a sudden I feel my apartment building shake, like if it was a earthquake, and so I got freaked out, and I went to the back to go check what was going on. I just saw a lot of people, but I didn't see, really couldn't see anything. And oh no, I did. I'm like, I saw the car sped away, and it was my neighbor's car, and I was like, damn, why is he speeding away from his own house? So I didn't, I didn't think anything of it. We went outside. We were leaving. The cops were out there with one of the groups of guys. Apparently, somebody had came and shot at them, and right there behind my apartment, they almost hit my damn window. There was a little bit toward the middle. Nobody got hurt, but we did see the bullets on the wall. And so when we were leaving, we saw the cops. They were asking all the guys questions and stuff, and it was 6, 7, 8, 9 guys. It was a big crowd, and they were my neighbor upstairs. The guy that drove off was my neighbor on the side of me. So they probably didn't hang out, but they knew of each other. So later on that night, no, it was the next day, I was outside, and I was even talking to someone on my computer, and I was doing FaceTime, and he's walking, the guy that drove off, and he stands in front of my place, and he's like, did you hear what happened last night? And I was like, well, I saw some commotion and shit, but I don't, He's like, yeah, I shot him. I shot that fucking neighbor upstairs. And I was like, What? Like, I'm on the phone with somebody, and he was just going off, like, saying everything that. What happened was that neighbor was with another neighbor. They were together trying to fix a car or something. Well, one of them have a dog, and it's just a little fucking dog. It's a dog. It's not like nothing fancy or nothing. So the other guys, which were my neighbors upstairs, they were all in a crowd, and apparently one of the guys from the big crowd came over here with these two and was trying to use the restroom close to them or something. Well, the dog went over there with that guy, and that guy like just moved the dog or shoot the dog with his foot, and the other guy got mad, so he shot at him because he kicked the dog. Like, the dog was fine. Obviously, he wasn't harmed or anything, but just pick up your dog and go inside. Like, there was no need for you to shoot up the place. So I was mad because I was like, you just freely shot, like, I think it was like 5 shots. Like, my kids' heads are over there, and you didn't think, you know what I'm saying? I was pissed. He ended up getting kicked out and everything, but he came and told me that, yeah, it was him, and because they kicked the dog, and so he shot at him and everything. And I was like, oh my God, dude, this, like, seriously, it wasn't that crucial. It's so sad. It's sad. Well, he ended up getting kicked out. But it was just crazy because, like, my window was right here and they shot, like, right on the bottom. I mean, on the side. Damn. That was crazy. That was scary. I had to change locations of apartments just because I didn't want to be in that area anymore. But, yeah, it was scary. No, the building didn't shake. That was another thing. You heard the pop, pop, pow. The building did not shake when they shot at it. That's a different incident. What happened when I was outside? It was I heard gunshots. That's what it was. I was thinking right now, like, how am I gonna shoot a building and make it shake? Okay, well, that's the end of my episode of I Survived La Chancla. Episode 5. Thank you for staying till the end. Like I said, send me your story if you have one, and I will gladly put it on the show. See y'all next week. Te bañas, te tallas, y te tomas el agua. Peace.